How are they going to be on Mirage as it looks like a massive gap in their veto?
Yeah, I mean, so we had kind of a similar conversation when we were talking about Atrix yesterday and how they had picked into Train, and we were like, okay, I mean, they beat Furia on this map, but we weren't expecting them to pick it. And so I think that there's a semblance of like taking opportunities to make improvements and coming up against a team here that should on paper be like a quote unquote lower caliber team. Maybe this is a good time to kind of flex those muscles a little bit and see, you know, how you're going to fare on it. But technical issues should be abated, at least for now. So we can finally dive into our first map of the series. Olga's positioning here is absolutely outrageous. Flanks on flanks on flanks. But meanwhile, it looks like the exec is pushing on over towards the A site instead. Util already out. GaBi's got the first kill. The pop up through apartment, or through Palace rather. We've already overtaken the site completely. The CTs have been pushed quite far back. Poppins is in position, ready and waiting for anyone to give her anything over towards the stairs. They've set up a high-low setup. Nobody's really watching for main. However, Olga does get spotted out. She'll win the duel against Pack, but the setup down towards stairs is just ridiculously strong. Now Olga has to 1 versus 2. She's so dangerously low on health as well. No kit available. Taps the bomb, runs it down, but does get shut out. And Curralzinho will take the first pistol.
Actually, really positive as well to see Catty and you, 2 players who I think have struggled for Curralzinho. Akane certainly has taken the majority of the limelight, but that's really positive signs to see both of them getting a double kill and a good first round on the board for Curralzinho. If there's ever a way to them get something going on Mirage, it's early, it's momentum, it's churning out those rounds, snowballing, and for MIBR, they're going to be forcing up high risk, high reward. This could turn into a pretty nice start for the Dark Horses. Issue is, they have just missed their window smoke. And luckily, I don't think there's a scout or really anything that will be able to punish. But in the future, obviously, if Younger's there with an AWP, let's say, that is going to be something that's scary.
Well, let's see if the Horses can hit the ground running with this beautiful head start that they've given themselves. Nice smattering of weaponry to help guide them through. Not much in the util department. They're going to come straight into Olga's MP9, backed up by Poppins, and oh dearie me, in the blink of an eye, we're down to only 2 players left. Akane really is the Mirage merchant, but today, well, nothing's for sale. Khajiit does not have wares. It doesn't matter if you have money. And Catty now, through the smoke, headshot down, done and dusted. MIBR winning the second round, resetting the economy, and firmly back in the driving seat.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was just sitting here, I was just saying, I was like, oh, Curralzinho, you know, good start. This is their opportunity. And now we're down to a very difficult position where they're just forced onto the pistols. A very dominant round from MIBR. A very convincing one. Setting the tone for potentially what's to come. I even wonder for the Curralzinho individuals, some of those lesser experienced players, it might actually just be simply daunting to play against MIBR. But you know, these guys are the 3rd best team in the world at some stage as a X-Core. And Olga was 2nd best player in the world in also 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So I can imagine there's a little bit daunting. But for Curralzinho, they forced back into this, the pistols, they've used all the util and they haven't got a pick. Younger could deliver this, but if Younger gets more than 2, that's kind of like round over. Oh, she just spotted Akane in window, and yeah, this is going to go south very quickly for Curralzinho.
Yeah, unfortunate. She gets that first kill in towards window, and it almost looks like they're just going to run straight past her. And, well, yeah. Also, folks, it does look like we have some slight lag issues at the moment. So we are just, you know, hoping you'll bear with us as we try to get all of these things sorted out. Tech issues, you know. Name a more iconic duo.
A techie wacky.
South America and, oh no, techie wacky for Huawei.
Yeah.
You're literally never gonna live that one down, my guy.
For while we peak.
There was another one. What did you say yesterday that Dickel
Oh.
posted on social media? Oh,
Did
the
he actually-
leprechaun thing.
Oh, that was
leprechaun
Leprechaun.
thing.
He didn't post the one with, I don't know, something that I can't even remember what it was, but apparently I've got like an underlying lisp, it appears. Sorry guys, I suppose. I didn't know that was a thing. Fun fact actually, if we're talking about my inability to speak, I swear to God, I used to have like a seriously bad stutter. And if you want to fact check, you can ask B-Doc, because he knew me back then when I was like, I actually genuinely couldn't speak at times. For some days, I just couldn't speak.
Wow.
I had like speech
honestly,
therapy and all of that.
You know, when people tell me stories like this, I'm torn between, do I continue to make fun of you as I always have, or do I
go for it. Oh, no. It doesn't matter. Like, I was like,
good. In that case, longing for better days.
Gotcha. Got him. Funny. No, it was really weird. It was honestly, it's quite amusing to think that I went from being like unable to speak for many a year to then a CS:GO commentator, or CS2 now. I think there's some irony somewhere in there. I remember when it first, because it just kind of came out one day, and my teachers actually thought I was lying, and they thought I was like making fun of people who have stutters when it first came, and I was like, no, I swear, like I'm not trying to do this.
Oh, buddy. All right, well, it feels like
is that sympathy?
Maybe. You know what? We'll discuss this in therapy. What we're going to do is we're going to take a short break so that Freddy and I can have a therapy session. And when we get back, hopefully these tech issues will be sorted. So chat, don't go too far away. When we get back, I will have fixed Freddy. I promise.
Hungry for attention, you're so hypnotic. Take me for a ride. I'm feeling nauseous. Oh, I'm delicate, just like the pick-me flower that you're crushing. Feelings out of guard, you say they're valid. Take me to the party, buy me drinks, I guess I'm lucky. Pull me apart, like when I'm broken. I don't wanna wait for you to make me cry. Turning black and blue from the world you fought. Feel like I'm dying. Deep down inside, I'm crying. But I'm holding it, 'cause you say I'm a cry, baby. But I'm holding it, 'cause you say I'm a cry, baby. Feel like I'm dying. Deep down inside, I'm crying. But I'm holding it, 'cause you say I'm a cry, baby. But I'm holding it, 'cause you say I'm a cry, baby. Making jokes at my expense, you say it's funny, but the irony is you're so broke emotionally damaged. Have the nerve to tell me you can't afford to love me. Think about my body with somebody else. Hope it feels like hell. Feel like I'm dying. Deep down inside, I'm crying. But I'm holding it, 'cause you say I'm a cry, baby. But I'm holding it, 'cause you say I'm a cry, baby. Feel like I'm dying. Deep down inside, I'm crying.
You called me the other night. Don't you know I've got no time? That's it, I'll never ride for you and I. Don't you call me babe? Thought you had a chance dropping DMs on my page. You can stay outside, you can park it on the pavement. Waiting, I don't need a man that's cheap and basic. I'm ranking. Back up. I don't need another suitor, babe. Man up. Put your pouting on a Twitter page, yeah. And I advise you to take a deep breath, cause you gon' hold it till the colors in your cheeks left. Whoa, child, I don't mind. You can follow if you like. Just know I got no time. Now for you and I, now for you and I. Call me if you like. Don't expect me to reply. Don't expect no ride or die. Now for you and I, now for you and I. What makes you think I want it when I treat you like a ghost? Take this man home, everybody else already knows. I'm the only one I need, you're the one that needs to grow. I ain't playing, boy, turn around and walk it out the door. You've got to go. For the love of God, for the love of God. Watch, baby, I don't mind. Just stand home, yeah. Televised, you don't need to come by. From a distance, though. Whoa, child, I don't mind. Follow if you like. Just know I got no time. Now for you and I, now for you and I. Call me if you like. Don't expect me to reply. Don't expect no ride or die. Now for you and I, now for you and I. Only love, I need to keep this from the mirror on the wall. I'll never let her fall, no. Yeah. The only time I need to keep it smile. I'm never playing games. I'm trying it every day, yeah. The only love I need to keep it strong. The mirror on the wall. I'll never let her fall, no. I'll never let her fall, no. The only time I need to keep it smile. I'm never playing games. I'm never playing games. I'm trying it every day, yeah. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. Hey, no time to run, no games. Your time has come today. Just stopping by to say we're taking over. We're made for this. We're taking over. You know what time it is. We're taking over. We're made to win. We're taking over. Woke up this morning feeling like $1 million bucks. Tell me how you feel knowing you get no love. Wait a minute now. Always no losses. Watch out in my cup. If you can watch me rise up to the top, you can learn how to pick it up. Pick it up now. Your window's closing. You notice you never lose so bad. Hey, you should expect it. You know I'm coming up. I'm coming up.
spilling over. You gotta cry just a little. Cry before you let it go. Gotta take a moment, then move on. Leave the past behind you. You gotta die just a little. Die before you learn to live. Let the magic find you and go on. And you might fall down a little. Get back up again. Fake it till you make it undone. Tomorrow we will rise.
All right, folks. Hopefully tech issues abated and we can finally and fully dive back into the action. We're sitting at a 3-1 scoreline. MIBR have very much been on top of the action. Yes, they did lose that first pistol round, but it has been all gas since then. Now we hop into our 5th round and we've got AWPs on board. Younger has been one of the AWPers that I've really enjoyed watching. It's always been a little bit of a head-to-head for me between her and Car. And yes, we've got a few more kind of upstarts making their way up through the rankings and through the statistics, but she'll always be one of the favorites in my heart. So looking forward to seeing what she can do here versus Kara, who's a little bit more on the inconsistent side.
Yeah, it's kind of two different AWPers, two levels of AWPers, right? But both not quite coming head-to-head in middle. Younger took a very aggressive swing and window. Lucky to come away unscathed. And if Kara moves a muscle, Younger should have her deads to right, but Younger in a spot of bother because her two A defenders have been smited towards ramp. So this AWPer is the final layer of defense over on this side of the map. Rotations are coming through, and as the bomb gets planted, GaBi and Poppins in close pursuit. Ooh, Younger, if she continued to hold sandwich, that could have been a kill. But this 3 versus 5 retake is going to be pretty impossible. There's smokes to use and an opening kill to kickstart the proceedings. You, however, is able to eliminate Younger, and now it's just Poppins left in a 1 versus 4. There's a smoke on the bomb. She has got a kit. Stick and pray. But unfortunately, there's just so much fire coming down towards her. Good damage. She's actually going to go back for the stick, but no, it's just a tap. And Curralzinho, how many players survive? Okay, 2 survive, so at least MIBR do make it expensive.
Yeah, it's a good turnaround for Curralzinho. It's exactly what they needed, and this is why we keep saying Mirage is where they seem to have the most success. So really cool to see them pushing back and giving MIBR a run for their money. Not so much so that MIBR now are going to be uncomfortable into this round. They're still looking pretty good, pretty flush, relatively so. Curralzinho's one more round to even things out a little bit more here. I was surprised that both players just get instantly deleted in A main from MIBR. It was a bit of a weird one. You'd think with them being so close to one another, they'd be able to play off of each other a little bit better, but maybe there's a smattering of overconfidence that comes to the fore. When you're playing, you know that you've beaten Fury on LAN, you know that you've got what it takes. Unfortunately, so far, it's really not going their way. Poppins getting deleted very, very early on here in the round means that it's already a deficit in favor of Curralzinho's. And a trade would favor them, never mind a deficit. Good lord, okay. Flashes making things a little bit difficult, but Olga will finally get that kill. GaBi to kind of team up with her and follow it up. But Yu is still alive and kicking, and so is a Kane Arcadia player to watch. Doing the absolute most. An uncharacteristic miss from Younger leaves Olga in a 1 versus 3 scenario. The bomb hasn't been planted just yet. The bomb, in fact, still has to make its way up through connector, but it's on Yu's back, and she'll get that final kill and secure the equalizer.
There was actually a massive recipe for disaster there at the end because Yu flashes Catty, and then peek solo with the bomb. The stars align there for Olga to be getting that 1 versus 3, but doesn't quite pull it off. And ultimately, for MIBR, they were in the right place. They were in the right spot. They had the majority stacked towards mid and A. And yet, Curralzinho, with a very similar round to the last, just brute forced their way in and actually should be now taking the lead.
Ooh, guns are blazing. Turns into a little bit of a bloodbath. But somehow, we've still got some stability here. Ugh. Pistol's not quite getting the same value that we've seen from other teams on other maps. I mean, this should be somewhat of a foregone conclusion. The fact that they've even done this much damage is already incredible in and of itself. Slowly chipping away at the T-side economy. It's exactly what you want to be seeing happening. An extra kill here would be phenomenal for them to just really kind of, I don't know, stamp something into that economy deficit. And there you go. Danny gets the kill, slips away. They're going to try and get more. Oh, they're going to try and keep this very expensive. Bomb starting to get planted. Danny has picked up an AK and she'll get the kill onto the planter. And she's actually denied the bomb from being planted. And somehow this has become a winnable scenario. Kara has to somehow recover the bomb and the round with an AWP. 1 versus 2. Swaps out to the Deagle. Looking to try and find a shot, but no. Cannot survive. MIBR in an unwinnable round. Win the round.
Ooh, a bit more than damage they're going to be able to get there. And that's MIBR winning their second force buy. This one feels a little bit more egregious because Curralzinho have all the bells and whistles. They've got that full buy. And that 2 versus 2 or even 2 versus 3 was just played so badly. Curralzinho, they gifted MIBR a way in. And when you're playing up against one of the top dogs of the region, if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. And it's right back down to the pistols. Curralzinho, they were on top of the world, Cloud9, and now it's all come crumbling down.
Oh, Catty. Oh, she's made it. She's made it through, and she's made it straight into Danny's crosshairs. Oh, that's unfortunate. Akane doing some work with the AK. Let's see if they can make something expensive. I doubt that there's too much more to be done in this one. I do want to just say, like, Curralzinho continue to impress. I know we came into this and we were talking about, you know, all Mirage, Merchant, Herder, and they've had some, like, good maps previously, but they've played against the Killers and Full Magic, and while both of them are have some really good results at the moment, they've played against the kind of quote-unquote lower caliber teams. So that kind of skews the results a little bit. This is the first real test, real strong team that Curralzinho are playing against, and they've looked good doing it. Sure, they've only won 3 of the rounds, but we're only 8 rounds in, and they've kept a lot of them devastatingly close. Sure, they've lost to a couple of ecos or forces, but despite that, they're kind of holding their own a little bit, which has been pretty impressive. Unfortunately, this is a full eco round for them, so nothing more that can come out of this one. And into the next, we'll need to see a resurgence.
You have a much more positive outlook than I do. Like, Curralzinho, they won pistol rounds. The 2 gun rounds they won were very similar, brute forcing through A and mid. It's like, okay, yeah, it is really good they got those rounds, and it's impressive in the way they did because there was a lot of players on the other side. But to lose against 2 force buys in one half is kind of unacceptable. Like, especially when you're playing into MIBR, you can never be doing that. Like, that for MIBR should just instantly basically be game 1. And Olga, how does she get away with that? How does she get a kill? She blindly couldn't run back into connector. It regains vision, is able to win out the duel on Catty, and then just swings mid with a flash. MIBR, they're just fighting their way in. Carrot Banana, the player that we were hyping up as being the leader of Curralzinho, sitting 0 and 9. And Akane, the one we've been touting so much, is in a 1 versus 4, lurking around in Palace, bombs down in no man's land, and there's simply nothing she can do because MIBR won out this round within 20 seconds.
Well, like we said, right? This is the first real challenge, not even challenge, bro. Like this is taking a run at the royalty of South American women's Counter-Strike. If you want to think of like the two, I don't know, maybe the queen and the princess, or the queen and the heir apparent, or however you want to think about it. But MIBR and Furia, they are the two massive challenges. You kind of add Atrix in there as the kind of the third to complete that triangle. And Curralzinho have not come up against any of them yet. Of course, now coming up against MIBR. This is the real challenge. This is the real, okay, how do we test our metal? How can we see what we're actually capable of? And, well, you were saying the couple of gun rounds they won was just like kind of brute forcing in towards A. This is where MIBR go, yeah, we can do that too. We can do that on the CT side. We could just run at you when you least expect it and decimate whatever forces you have. So, fortunately for Curralzinho, this was a pretty important one for them to win, to kind of keep any sort of momentum going. And unfortunately, that momentum now is going to be stopped. Money is in a bit of a tight spot here. Able to get something out of this, maybe some upgraded pistols. I don't think they want to invest too heavily into this, particularly because we've got 2 rounds left in this half. So they really do need to be thinking a little bit more long term.
That round right there feels a little bit telling for what we might see in the future, as it was just, let's fight mid. And Olga, good to see that she's got her old form back. In the debut against Atrix, it wasn't a worry because they still won quite comfortably 2-0, but I did sit there and think, Olga has, she's not hitting as hard as I maybe remembered. First game in a while, sure. And then against Dusty Roots, she has a 2 KD, so I was like, okay, she's back. And then here, she's just swinging everything, taking no prisoners, and, ooh, maybe swinging a bit too hard. That's the second deagle shot for Catty. Bit of taste of their own medicine, perhaps, MIBR?
Certainly hope so. Would make for a very entertaining way for the round to go. But instantly off the back of that, they're going to back away. Start making their way up towards apps. Well, they're focusing so much attention in towards mid MIBR. And now finally we'll see GaBi start to rotate back. She's kind of figured it out. Possibly heard the charging elephants making their way towards side. Kara caught jumping through the window. Catty, unfortunately, gets caught as well, trying to deal with this one rifler. Yu's good for one more shot, but unfortunately, not too much more. That being said, this is not bad for the type of round that it was. Bomb planted, 3 kills. Unfortunately, it means literally nothing. The MIBR have more money than they know what to deal with.
It's an unfortunate one for Curralzinho because these shots from Catty are actually so impactful. But Akane's hasn't really been able to activate. This is a round that you could maybe imagine her coming into her own fashion, that form that we know and love. But up against the rifles, it just fizzles out. MIBR looking very dominant on their opponent's map pick right now, searching for 9 at the half. Sure, Younger hasn't necessarily activated, but doesn't have to because a lot of the rifles have been doing the majority of that heavy lifting. Olga at 16, GaBi at 13, Danny and Poppins still 8 kills. Poppins on a 2 KD. That was pretty good right now for MIBR. Oh, she just swung mid and swung into underpass. Okay, that's a great opening kill. Unlucky Catty.
Yeah, and losing a player so early on, certainly not ideal. Very little utility remaining for them to make their way through anywhere, and they haven't really garnered any space either. I mean, sure, they've kind of set up a little bit of a lurk up towards apartments, but that's not where the lean is, and Poppins is still the queen of mid. She'll get one, she'll be traded, but Olga and GaBi keep this highly contested. Akane, oh, last one alive and gets her head blown clean off before she can make any space. 9-3 is where we end the half.
if you come for the queen, you better not miss. And unfortunately for Curralzinho, they won the first gun round. They won the pistol round. And yet they come out of the city side of their map pick with only 3 rounds. It's going to be an uphill battle. And this pistol round split towards B could be the start of something more.
Oh, Kara, nice kickoff there before finally being put out of her misery. I say out of her misery. She wasn't miserable. She was flying high. That was really unfortunate. But we move, and move is what MIBR do, trying desperately to keep themselves in a position of contention. Poppins has now spotted out 2 players, so they know where 2 of them are. Oh, the teamwork, the coordination. GaBi and Poppins, beautifully performed. And MIBR hit double digits.
For some reason, just got the rounds mixed up there. I like the sides mixed up there. Don't know why I thought Curralzinho had just played CT side. We would have seen Pac getting a 4K. But those first 2 kills on short from Kara, which were like really nice one-taps, that was her first 2 kills of the game. She came into this half with 0 kills. And honestly, I actually don't know how MIBR win that round. It feels like everything goes in the way of Curralzinho. And that's just such a tough pill to swallow. Feels like nothing's going right for them. And that continues.
Got the stack holding towards B at the moment. Some slight vision down connector. Oh, Kara! She's alive. She's alive. For how much longer is yet to be determined. Oh my god, that flash was disgusting. Olga still only gets 1 off the back of it, but they've spotted out the entirety of Curralzinho, and of course, it is just cleanup. Oh.
Team ace.
Nasty.
Yeah, Danny throws 2 flashbangs there, I think, and the second one blinded Olga, so naughty, 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 naughty. You took away her ecos. It's because it's not like she's got enough kills already. Yeah, felt like there was a second flash that came in. Maybe shouldn't have. Anyways, doesn't really matter, because this is 11-3. A gun round for the ages. Curralzinho, the CT side has been their much more preferred side in the games that we have watched of them. This is their opportunity to show it, and especially for Arcane, 6-12, this is by far the worst performance we've seen from her.
Conversely, Yu has really had a good one. Like, she's someone that we kind of talk about fairly often, just for like consistency, but it's really cool to see her kind of having her own moment now, where she is the one in the sun for her roster. Unfortunately, the sun came out to play, blinded half of the map, and has given MIBR yet more inroads. But, ooh, Curralzinho, they've managed to clear out a lot here. They've created some really nice crossfires and given themselves a numbers advantage. Now, the bomb still needs to be planted. We're going to be throwing out the last vestiges of utility. All that remain now are 2 flashes, but they've done enough to at least get themselves in onto the site and set that bomb planting. No information confirmed as to where these last players are. You have an inkling, you know, they can only come from 3 directions, so gotta keep an eye out for that. Flashes have started to come through, giving away part of the game. Poppins gets the 1, equalizes to the 2 versus 2. The last 2 players now gonna be running straight into their crosshairs. GaBi with the elevated position, creates a perfect crossfire, but Pac takes down Poppins. Now time ticks away, but it's GaBi. It's GaBi all day, baby. Last kill, MIBR up to 12.
Sorry, that first shot that Poppins hits, a reactionary, just kind of wild spam into connector onto you is quite simply ridiculous. And Curralzinho did enough there to fend off this A attack, especially you coming in when she did on short, was able to save Arcane and put their team in the driving seat in that 3 versus 2. But unfortunately, that wasn't enough for the retake, and it's just from bad to worse as MIBR now have 9 rounds to close out this map and go onto their map pick of Dust2, and they're looking to do it with an A execute.
An execution is very much the word. Danny runs straight through, mowing down the few light. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was a little bit scary. Is Danny just gonna ace? Is she just gonna kill the entirety of Curralzinho right now just for the stat pad? Yes, she does. Look at her. Absolutely ecstatic. with that final round. Her team let her do it, and she'll take that every day of the week. A dominant first map here for MIBR. I was definitely expecting a little bit more out of the racehorses.
And yeah, kind of remarkable, to be honest. She had a 7 KD, a over 2 HLTV rating. This was her fourth best map recorded on HLTV, and amusingly enough, the third best map ever recorded was quite literally today, last year, the 25th of September last year. She dropped a 2.11 HLTV rating against the Killers. So I don't know what's in the water on the 25th of September, but I'm expecting even bigger things from GaBi than on Dust2.
I'm expecting bigger things from Younger, I'll be perfectly honest. It's Dust2.
Well, yeah.
It's, you know, it's where that AWP really does need to start to come alive a little bit. I suppose the same could be said for Kara. Both of our AWPers really didn't do much. And okay, for Kara, I mean, the entire team was really struggling, but if you're looking solely at the AWP of it all, there certainly was a little bit of a trend going on there. But we move on to our next scenario here, and this is... Okay, I mean, I don't hate it. We're pushing the map, we're trying to find information, we're going topsy-turvy, turning things on its head, we're kind of flanking around towards the long doors. Oh, it's GaBi. Oh, it's Miss 7KD herself. Holy smokes. Okay, 3 kills for her. That's going to shut down any semblance of a push here. Poppins is eventually going to get taken down, but Kara still alive and kicking. Not for much longer. And Akane is also not much longer for this world. A pretty dominant start to the map.
GaBi only got 3 kills.
Honestly,
she's fallen off. The fact that she's got a third of her deaths from Mirage in like the first round is just so funny of a statistic. Speaking about struggling though, both AWPers actually had a very difficult time in Mirage. Kara had 3 kills, Younger had 4. Kara actually got 2 of her kills in the second pistol round on CT side. She got another kill on the CT pistol round. Hopefully that isn't some sort of repetition of her struggling in the game outside of the pistols. This is actually a dangerous round for the T side because look how much damage has been dealt. But unfortunately, a lot of that damage couldn't be built up upon. And that was just ultimately an eco round with a hero scout, where the scout's just going to get brought up again for Kara. But it's a very easy 2-0 for MIBR. Oh, someone's dropped her an AWP, and Akane's been given a FAMAS instead. That's a fair trade-off.
I mean, yeah, I could see that working. Also, sorrows, prayers, and devastation for all the Capybara fans. Sorry, Freddy. They've just gone down. Is this not real? Okay. Freddy's coping. For the rest of us that are not coping, it was a 1-0 victory in favor of 4Magic. We'll see what happens on the second map. But for now, Curralzinho trying desperately to bring themselves clawing back into this map, this series. Maybe not this map. We're 2 rounds in. But certainly the series.
This is a very important round. It's a litmus test more than anything for Curralzinho. Ooh, it's not the prettiest of short takes from MIBR. I actually really don't... I mean, they run with a flash. They try force players to look away to drop, and that is what happens. But it's a very messy spray from both Olga and Akane. A 1-for-1, and MIBR at the 50-second mark. They still have GaBi in tunnels. And as they drop this utility over on short, it looks like they're going to try and meet up with her.
I don't know how you get to there, but all right, fair enough. There were 3 players hovering around the doors, and finally, Younger trades out after you get 2. And I'll be real, you takes that every single day of the week. Kara has already slipped all the way up towards the top of mid here. She spotted out the last remaining player in Younger, knows exactly where she is. It's going to come down to a potential 1v1, trying to buy time for the rest of her team to get in onto site. That's exactly what they've done. But Younger, so snappy. How has she isolated those 2? That's unreasonable. And now Pack has to come up massive. The bomb's already been planted. She doesn't have a kit on her. There may be one lying around on the floor somewhere, but it's not going to make a difference. Younger with the craziest 1v3 clutch. And she just brings MIBR up to 3.
I thought that round was over when in middle, Curralzinho get this double kill. MIBR, they walk out. They think they've got a good timing. You smites down 2. Carrot a banana, an AWP kill. A pretty big, impactful one at that. And then this is just perfect. Catches them off, not quite together. And Younger gets as many kills in that round as she did on Mirage.
And it's back down onto pistols and one right. Jesus, Poppins. Okay, at least there's a trade-off there. Recovered rifle. It's a little bit of an unreasonable way to kickstart that round. I'm so ready for Poppins versus... Oh, wait, we already had it. I was going to say I'm ready for Poppins versus 11, but we had it. It's over. It's done. Poppins won.
Yeah,
they're just going to get the A side relatively for free. I say for free. I mean, it was a long fight.
I mean, Kara's the dangerous piece right now. Same with Akane, as they've got the primary rifles. Kara, though, unfortunately, is on 18 HP. And Akane, even though she's not going to get a duel as of now, she's been able to get a lot of information from her presence in mid to suggest no one's coming with that smoke being thrown. The issue is that that's being relayed over to Pack, who's got a 5-7 and is now being forced out into the open. So it's like, great, Akane got all of that information, all that space towards mid, but in this round, it isn't looking like it's going to formulate to anything more than just that info. As MIBR, they go 4-0 up on their map pick. A dangerous start for a Curralzinho side, who last time we saw them play Dust2, they lost 13-4 to the Killers on the Decider map, and this is, understandably so, a very different kettle of fish than the Killers.
Certainly a slightly beefier meal. You trying desperately to get an exit of some description. MIBR. Sticking around just a little bit longer to try and shut her out. Oh, that's unfortunate. You gets taken out by the bomb. Either way. MIBR up to 4. And these rounds have been somewhat close, but not very close, you know? Like, it's just been... Sure, sometimes we get these sticky situations. We had the one round that ended in a 1 versus 3, but most of them have kind of remained looking fairly firmly in MIBR's advantage. I thought she was going to get that. A little bit late on the trigger there. You survives. Potentially spots out as well, so they'll have that little bit of info to kind of call over. And off the back of that, because obviously mid was kind of seen, so you got to throw down some utility to stop any potential aggressive shenanigans while you then make your way up into the middle of mid. Start looking to actually make some headway towards either one of the sites.
Oh, the timing of all timings. I don't know who even gets saved there. I've got a feeling it's Kara gets away with that one, as I think she was just about to walk into Younger's crosshair. But that information, it only keeps Curralzinho entertained with his idea towards middle. That goose scare caught me off guard for a second. Oh, hello. Olga's just dropped into CT. And a spray transfer, not quite connected, but it doesn't look like that's going to matter. This is a very unorthodox call from MIBR, and Akane is the only one to stand in their way on the B-bomb site, and she just gets instantly traded out. Curralzinho don't really know what hit them, and to be honest, I don't. I was more focused on the goose.
That's what you get for putting too much attention on Goose. Goose is in NA, bro. She's not here. Poor Curralzinho gonna have to hold on to these last couple of weapons as well. I did find it really funny because as MIBR like completely shifted gears and started heading towards B, I saw a flash coming out of long because Curralzinho had no idea at that particular moment where it was going to go. So they had to be very careful about how they attempted to kind of rotate their way in if they were going to go for something. And MIBR going for the hunt here is... Oh, it's so mean. Makes a lot of sense, but oh, it's so mean. Curralzinho, though, not going to allow them to take those last vestiges of hope that they carry into the next round, which means that with the little bit of money that they have available, they'll be able to eke out a full buy here and maybe have an opportunity. But I'm going to be real, Freddie. For all of the optimism that I usually bring to our broadcasts, I remain unconvinced. Both Catty and Pack are both on 0 kills.
When Nauri is unconvinced, that's when you know it's looking pretty bad. For me, it just takes 1 round. For you, there's a lot more to it. My mind swings very quickly at times. This is a change, though, for MIBR. They've been heading more towards mid to Bs, short, faking out that presence. As we can see from last round, Olga diving into CT. That was off the back of faking short takes earlier in the game. And they try to set up for a long take, but not even necessarily before that smoke comes down from Akane. They'd already disengaged. Akane does smoke, so they fully disengaged now. But this cool feels very weird that they just all of a sudden go, actually, no, we're not going to go long. We're going to go up short. And in the meantime, Poppins has died, and that's the normal long lurk. So this should be a really good idea for Curralzinho, that it's not going to be long, and it's probably going to be short.
They do have some decent numbers towards this A site. But how cheeky do we get? How overly aggressive? Catty finally gets her first, but is put down. Bakara is there to trade it out. Keep them in a slightly better position. Oh, but gets caught herself. Still, however, numbers advantage in favor of Curralzinho. This is still absolutely doable. GaBi now picks up that AWP. We'll see if they can get themselves in towards the site now to get that bomb planted. Already we've got positioning down long. They hear the tap of the bomb. Younger should have spotted her out, but with the shots coming through, that gives it away very nicely. But the final 2 kills will come through from Akane, because of course it had to be Akane. The low HP AWPer, the final player standing in between them and the defuse. And finally, we actually do see one come up onto the board for Curralzinho.
Did Akane just kill GaBi by accident?
I don't think so.
I've got a feeling. Can we? Oh wait. I hope we've got this on the replay. Give me a second. Oh, no. Okay, that was just a really nice shot. I genuinely thought that she had just accidentally spammed GaBi through the box. Never mind. Okay, sorry. I was like, wait, that would have been a crazy 1v2. Weird round from MIBR because, yeah, they just suddenly choose to not go long. There seemed like no rhyme or reason because it happened before Akane dropped her smoke. And on top of that, they actually had loads of time to get that bomb down as the rotations from B were super, super late. But they didn't know that, right? It's great in hindsight. So Curralzinho, they get on the board. Is this a start of something more? If anything from Mirage suggests that this will just be a flash in the pan. Hopefully they can change their fortunes here. And Catty 1-for-1, Kara doesn't get a kill, and actually just comes away with information being brought over for MIBR and damage onto the AWPer.
Never doubt the Kadia player to watch. She's actually topping for her team at the moment as well, trying desperately to keep them.
Op-ins today?
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, that's right. Akane was part of our big storyline. I mean, I knew we had a giant picture of her. Yeah. So, I mean, she has been a Kadia player to watch, you know.
Just not the Kadia player to watch.
Yes, exactly. Not this week, anyway.
Next week.
Probably. All right. Oh, tucked into the corner. There's no way. Pack finally gets her first kill, but is instantly traded back. It's still a 3 versus 3. Poppins is trying desperately to stop those reinforcements from coming through. Is she aware of the push from mid? She checks for it, but she's too slow. Akane will get yet one more and give her team the numbers advantage. But the bomb's being planted, and it has to be a retake over towards the B site. And Danny gives no quarter. Coupled in with Younger, now going to be flushed out of her position. It was a good opportunity for Akane, but a little bit slow on the draw. That's okay. The Molotov will do the job. But Akane's gun cannot do the job on Danny, who sits firmly at 11-4 and brings MIBR to a 6th.
Oh, the writing was on the wall. Akane, her clutch ability so far in ESL Impact has been crazy impressive for a player who is new to the scene. And they're great with how she drops the Molo and dances around, not allowing Younger to get a kill, but keeping her entertained so she just loses her whole livelihood there. Oh, double smoke towards long. Unideal for Curralzinho when they don't have much utility. Miscommunication perhaps, and MIBR just go straight through. So from bad to worst yet again for Curralzinho. They are unable to string 2 rounds together, and now their money's broken. So a round win here for MIBR could set them sailing for the future.
Well, at least we're seeing a little bit of pushback from Curralzinho, but how much more can we do here? That is nasty. Okay, HE's out. You with the spray. Pack to follow up. And yes, they do lose one of their own in the kerfuffle, but they're keeping themselves somewhat steady. Olga's been taken out as well. Poppins quick to follow, and Younger is the last one alive. She's going to keep this tight. We've seen her clutch in moments like this before. A 1v3 just a few rounds ago. This time, it's the open hand and the bomb on her back, and she's going to try to get this bomb planted. But all these CTs so devastating close to her. The HE to chunk her to half. Catty with the swing. And while that's kept devastatingly close, it's Curralzinho who will find themselves another round. 2 on the trot? Question mark?
Ooh, 2 on the trot?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, not yet. But hopefully they can string some rounds together, because that's been a difficulty for them across this series. A round of 2 tails. Firstly, MIBR, a very lumbered A execute. Gaps in the cross smoke. Not really able to get onto the bomb site. GaBi gets caught off on the lurk. But the other theme, great proactivity for Curralzinho. Them getting active, 3 players in towards short, clearing out that control, and then being able to turn their attention back towards the site execute. And on top of that, 2 players pushing through B tunnels on the perfect timing to disallow a lurk from GaBi and to force MIBR into the firing squad on A. Really good composure and dynamism for Curralzinho. They need to be able to repeat it here, and Catty starts off perfectly.
Oh, and Akane to follow it up as well, trying desperately to get this next kill. Not quite finding it, but her teammates are there backing her up perfectly. And once again, it's all down to Younger. Not the first time. More than likely won't be the last. Got the first in the 1v4. Doesn't have the bomb, unfortunately. Now has to try to recover that if possible. Still has a flash available. Ooh, okay. Bit of a ballsy move here, going for the AWP. I thought maybe she'd just try and, like, say, just run down long, run away, get the hell out of dodge. But no, in fact, snappy shot onto you. Oh, just below, from beneath. The fires of hell to the right. And the devil herself firing from below. Akane shuts it down and drags Curralzinho up to 3. And Akane now, if I'm not mistaken, because that wipe came really quickly, but I believe she's topping the server at the moment.
13 kills. Old school Akane coming back in. She struggled on map 1. She had 7 kills, 7 and 14. So we were talking about the 7 KD for GaBi. Akane went double neg with only 54 ADR. She really struggled. It was weird seeing her not perform on Mirage like we've come accustomed to. But so far on this A bomb site, she's been a real pillar of just consistently getting multi-frags. And honestly, without her, a lot of these rounds might have got a little bit more precarious, because we look over at Catty, who's on 4 kills, Kara's on 5 kills. Neither of them are really stepping up consistently. So Akane is actually doing so much of that heavy lifting while being the long anchor. She's just putting herself in the right spot at the right time. Really good dynamism. And it's 2 rounds on the trot. We got there, able to throw in that pun.
Hey.
And for Curralzinho, if I'm not mistaken, that should put then MIBR on a full eco, because that was a weird force buy where they just went all in. So that should be 3 rounds in a row, and actually a bit of competition now on Dust2, as they've been able to get past that hurdle they were unable to do on Mirage.
Cut me out like a photo from magazine. Cool dead eyes, all tied up in the web of your fantasy. Little white lies, scandalous, 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 you're scandalous. It's in your eyes, scandalous. Scandalous, scandalous, the scandalous. No big surprise. Headlights creeping up and down the boulevard. Dialing 666. Hey, can I speak to God? Helicopter spinning in the cold night sky. Underneath the stars, it's an eye for an eye. All tied up in the web of your fantasy. Scandalous, 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 you're scandalous. It's in your eyes. Scandalous, scandalous. Tomorrow we will rise.
South America, it's keeping us on our toes, and we're all here for it. It's a full eco for MIBR. So for Curralzinho, on a map that we didn't expect them to be competitive whatsoever, we thought it was going to be on Mirage, right? That's where all the logic was pointing towards. Well, they got 3 rounds on Mirage, and now they're about to beat that already in the first half. Hopefully it's clean, though. Hopefully it's clean, right?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, a little
Ooh,
bit
there's a
delayed
gap
on
in that
that
smoke.
flash, unfortunately. The team's flash that came through that allowed both of their players to get absolutely deleted. The gap in the smoke might just be the one saving grace that Curralzinho have at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Holy. Giving them a little bit of time here to gather themselves a little bit, pull themselves towards themselves, but they've given the site over entirely. And they are going to take this as more of a retake. Dear Lord above, Younger has stolen the AWP and has taken out yet one more player, and all vestiges of hope in that round have fallen to the wayside. Ready? It was a flash. It was a flash that just ruined all their lives, and I'm heartbroken.
I don't know what the Orp's doing, going for an opening kill on long against an eco. That feels like a massive mistake from Kara. And could it get any worse? Apparently so, because Catty's fallen and Yu is currently the only player alive. As of now, oh, team kill from Akane as well. 0 to 0, hella fast. And coming out of that technical pause, MIBR, they come out on top. There's actually also a really cool little micro play between Younger and GaBi. So you know when Younger got that kill in CT?
Yeah.
GaBi was jiggling side, so for the CT's left side. And she was jiggling, kind of actually playing very aggro. And I remember thinking, being like, that feels so unnecessary to do that with like a deagle. And then as I was thinking that, Younger peeks from the other side and instantly kills her. So I was like, okay, Younger caught information, took attention, and then set up Younger. I was like, that's actually quite nice. Well done, guys.
Hero Rifle's already taken a ton of early damage. Ooh, Danny. Not going to be in too much trouble there. Curralzinho make the right decision to back away before that Molotov can come through. Oh, the flash is beautiful, but despite that, Catty just domes Olga and almost dies in the flames. That was a little bit scary. But it's an extra rifle recovered. No! Oh, dear Lord, what is happening? GaBi just gets 2 for free there. That's devastation. Now only 2 players remain. This is looking like an 8th for MIBR. And into the next round, Curralzinho will be able to force into it, but I feel like they desperately need to win this next round, because this one, done and dusted. But to go into the half at 9-3, oh,
I'm getting a lot of flashbacks from map 1 because it's that classic. Oh, Curralzinho, they're starting to make us believe. Oh, they've lost to a force buy. Oh, they've lost to an eco. Unfortunately, you can't get away with those mistakes against the top dogs. 8 to 3, MIBR. Even though there's been some maybe question marks, or I don't even know if question marks are the right word, but just touch and go moments, let's say, outside of like 4 rounds, MIBR have looked pretty clean, and they look like they're going to be taking this one pretty swimmingly. But Curralzinho, they get 4, they win the second pistol round. Boom, it's on. That feels like a lot of cope.
Uncharacteristic. Actually, no. You know what? When it comes to cute teams like horses and capybaras, Freddy has an unreasonable amount of cope. Speaking of...
Reason out the window. And I'm not talking about Reason Gaming.
Last check-in, which admittedly was about 10 minutes ago, it was 6-2 in favor of 4 Magic.
No.
So they are... capybaras still struggling a little bit to find their footing.
What's it at right now? Please. Oh, 7-2. So hasn't progressed much, but still not good.
Yeah. There might be some global tech issues abounding out here.
8-2.
Oh.
I've just
poor
seen
Freddy.
it in live time.
All right, last
One
round
day
now.
My goats will do it. The goats.
Your goats or your capybaras? I'm confused.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm cheating on the animals.
All right, then. Anyway.
Out of all the things I say, that's where you draw the line.
You know what? Everybody's got to have their thing, man. It's a weird thing for you to have, but fair enough.
Wait, no. Okay, Counter-Strike. Let's watch some Counter-Strike. 8 to 3 MIBR, and they're being forced offshore a lot. They had that early aggressive stance with Kara, trying to get a little bit cheeky with the AWP into underpass, and now she's just posted up onto the A bomb site as Olga, short, only on 2 kills, but still able to create a lot of space.
Got a couple of players holding fast here. Oh, have dodged most of the flashes. Oh my god,
no.
Pac. How have you lost that? Oh, it's all down to you. Oh, she's been pincered in from 2 different directions. Where's her team? There is Catty. And I don't know how you survives that. I'm going to be perfectly honest with everybody right here. And now they've given themselves a numbers advantage. 2 of the players for MIBR are dangerously low. And if Curralzinho just time this well and play off of each other, no, giving Younger a free head to aim at. And suddenly it's back to 3 versus 3. The window is being held by Younger, so they have to be very careful about how they approach this. They've still got 2 flashes available. Nope, I'm looking at the Ts. The CTs have no flashes. This is a rough ask for them. Poppin's ready and waiting. The swing is not as tight as it needed to be. And it's all down to Kara, and Kara will fall 9-3 at the half in favor of MIBR.
That's how we like it. That's how this goes. Come on now, baby, let me ease your soul. That's how we live life. Live it up to the top. 'Cause once we start, you know we're never gonna stop. We own it. We're winning every time. We own it. Pushing every day and night. We own it. We don't do compromise. Yeah, yeah. We touch down every time. Every time. We touch down every time. This is our time, hit it up with me, man. This is our turn to see. Gonna put you back, anybody in the league, gonna stand in front of me. No, no, this is our turn to see. Gonna put you back, anybody in the league, gonna stand in front of me. We own it, we're winning every time. We own it, pushing every day and night. We own it, we don't do compromise. Yeah, yeah, we touch down every time. Every time. We own it every time. We're winning every time. We own it. We're winning every time. We own it. Every time. Lights out. I got feeling, but I can't shout. I got reasons, but I'm all out. No rest for the weekend. Give me what I want. Never get enough. I'm never giving up. Give me what I want. Turn on, get ready for it. Stay strong. I'm here for it. Don't stop. No rest for the weekend. Turn it up.
Great cooling, great shooting. MIBR are doing everything in their power to win this out in a clean 2-0 manner. Ecos, 4 spies, everything going in their favor. And an opening kill for GaBi, who's on the road for the player of the match, as Curralzinho trying to charge up onto this A bomb site. They are making a lot of headway, but they've still got that player's advantage.
This is a very important pistol round for Curralzinhos to get under their belts. So truly galloping up long, trying to find that little bit of space. It's Spots out the first player. We know where another one is, doing a little bit of a jumpy jump from down below. Oh, dear Lord. This is such a tricky position to be in. If you're on the site, you're kind of caught in and pincered. The rest of the team really needs to come up big here, down to just a couple players left. But Curralzinho will secure themselves the round. The pistol, as mentioned, very much needed. Funnily enough, this is the second pistol that they've won, and both pistols were on the T side. Do with that what you will.
Akane's also the GOAT.
Yes, she is.
I just don't get it. Like, that round, she gets 4 kills, and the vast majority of them was her on low HP as well. Really, really impressive. Gets saved by you as well, as Younger charged through the CT smoke. So big impact from the 1 kill that came out from a different Curralzinho player. But issue is, we've seen MIBR on a multitude of 4 spy and eco rounds, and they tend to go in their favor. Therefore, I'm a little bit scared. Also, do you see when GaBi scopes in and out, she's flashbanging herself?
That's such a random thing to do, Freddy. What the hell?
Funny.
All right. Nothing garnered in mid here. A little bit of poking and prodding. Oh, still nothing garnered in mid. Not even a little bit of damage. It was a good jump there to ensure that they're just slightly out of the crosshair of that scout and can do a little bit of damage themselves. But that should give away something. There's quite a bit of presence down here. Scout this time will be able to connect and do just a little bit, but GaBi has to call for those reinforcements and quickly. And yes, they are there, ready and waiting. And oh dear goodness me, you were talking about having deja vu to Mirage. Well, it certainly feels that way here again, because once again, MIBR have won the force and have flipped the economy on its head.
Like, the thing is, when I was saying that at the start of the round, that's me just stirring the pot. I didn't actually believe MIBR would. I didn't actually sit there and be like, yes, MIBR, they win every 4 spy round, ha ha ha. Like, I was stirring the pot, and they do, and it's so easy. Olga doubles her kills, and we were saying in the green room, quote unquote, in between maps, I was like, this is really weird, seeing Olga actually just play really quite badly on the T side. Sure, she was actually calling a very good T side and was making space, and that's not shown in the kills. You rightfully brought it up last time we saw them on the T side against Atrix, sorry, on Dust2 against Atrix. Olga also played really badly on this map specifically, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe there's something in that. But on the CT side, has gotten 4 kills so far, 1 on the pistol, and then 3 with the MP9 on that B-bomb site. Massive impact. Good to see an uptick in performance from her in the second half after she finished their T side a bit worryingly, as I think she missed a full 20 bullets onto you, who was not looking at her. But we forget about those, and it's double digits MIBR.
I mean, at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you win.
Of course.
Yeah. So with a 6-round lead at the moment, there's still a certain amount of comfort that they can keep with them. Bro, the bravery, the just sheer not give a damn of Olga to swing into mid where the AWP is and, well, the scout is, and almost win that battle. Carrie is still alive, but she took so much damage off of that. And Olga just lives. And Danny gets that first kill. She's holding down long, but she will get swung on, leaving her alone to her own devices there. A little bit of a tough one, but of course with her going down, oh my god, okay, Poppins with an MP9, why not? Younger with the collat, because why not? And well, that'll bring MIBR to 11.
And Younger also 4 times as many kills as she did on Mirage. I just had to do some mental maths quickly there. That's why it took a second. I prepped what I was going to say, and I was like, wait, I actually don't know how many more kills doing the multiplier. Ooh, that's nasty. But yeah, 4 times as many kills. She is on fire. And the Curralzinho attack is terrified. It's a full eco. This should be a sure footing 4-12. And Olga making her stats look a little bit more impressive in this second half. As she is just firing them down. Only 2 kills. Who did Poppins just steal all the? Yeah, okay. Poppins stole all the eco frags.
Oh, poor Olga, man. And this is the thing, right? We're talking about her coming into this IGL position. Hopefully we'll get to talk to her a little bit later on. I am like holding thumbs like you would not believe, because I'm fairly certain that this
So
will be
many
the first time.
questions.
Bro. And I'm fairly certain that this will be the first time that she's actually IGLing. So I'd love to kind of pick her brain a little bit about that and you know what the transition has been like. But now it's map point, so we should find out at the end of this round, theoretically, if we'll have that interview. Unless Curralzinhos can pull up something massive here. It is a gun round for them. They've got everything that they need to make this work. But can they actually find the execution? Space garnered in towards mid. Olga, you are actually unreasonable. This is the Olga that we've been waiting for. The aggression speaks volumes. And Curralzinho slowly but surely falling apart at the seams. Pac now has to mount a miracle. And the miracle is dead in the water. MIBR with a very comfortable 2-0 victory. I don't believe they've dropped a map this season yet, Freddy.
They haven't. 2-0 against Dusty Roses, 2-0 against Atrix.